What's up, everybody? Today, July 5th, Monday, 2021. So, let's talk about it. Now that you're done with the foolery, right? Can you focus? Can you get back to what you know you need to be doing? That being said, I'm talking to you guys. Yesterday was a high contact ratio day. I really do hope that you took advantage of that fact. Okay. So today, we're going to be pulling leads from Propstream and answering any questions that you might have for the list that we pull. And these are actual lists that we use, right? So it's not a question of, do these convert? Am I just giving you something I don't use? Far from it, guys. I already have half of the list pulled, and I'm going to pull the other half now. So let's take a quick look, right? We close nationwide anywhere, but the markets I'm going to focus on today, Philadelphia and Florida, but two places specifically in Florida, Broward County and Miami-Dade County. In Pennsylvania, we'll be focused on the city of Philadelphia specifically. And I think Philadelphia is a county also, so we'll probably focus on that entire county. And I think that'll be it for today. I'm going to try to keep it short and simple for you guys. It's not hard to pull list. The problem with list pulling is there's a couple myths that are out there which aren't true, at least in my opinion, right? What I've learned is we make calls and we contact homeowners and we use different data sources. We used to use, Propstream. We had all the other providers, List Source. What's it out of the other CRM that we had? RealFlow. I mean, there's a whole bunch of people that provide you property list, right? They all have the same data, right? The homeowner for this property, like 123 Main Street, and if the homeowner's name is John Smith, they're all going to have John Smith as the owner, or their data is not accurate. So it doesn't really, make any sense to, fight over the accuracy of the property list itself, right? I get it. The records might be a little bit off, but that's what you get. And normally they're pretty, on point. And I've dealt with, data on a mass scale. I'm a licensed agent, so going through the MLS, and I'll just give you a quick preview. Shoot, while it's open, right? So if you look here, right, this is just another place where you can get leads from, right? Cool thing about the leads here, they're already court cases that I'm targeting. So I go over mass amounts of data, right? Just it's ridiculous. Let's click a quick lead here. Let's see. Oh, gotta log back in. Okay. So we click this lead. Her name is Rebecca Kilpatrick. There's no phone number with this one. Sometimes they come with a phone number, sometimes they don't, right? But there's a lot of links to interesting property data that you could utilize, right? Phone number, the case number, that's the defendants, right? Multiple defendants. One's probably the HOA, homeowner, whatever. Deed information, neighborhood information, just some basic data, right? And I think there's an option to go to the next lead around here somewhere without having to cycle all the way back out to the results. But I don't see that at the moment. So we'll just have to cycle back out because I can't find the result. But bottom line, this is another place where I get data from, guys, right? And as you can see here, the data gets pretty specific on what you want to do. So if I didn't want active properties, if I didn't want expireds, I didn't want pendings, I was looking for closed, not canceled, and foreclosures. That's all it would bring up. Boom and boom, right? But as I add, let's say active, if there was any active, it's loading. There isn't any, so there's nothing to put. Expireds, if there is any, it'd be there, right? But there wasn't any. So click link above to search white pages, right? So look, it's even cooler than that. I didn't even realize this was here. Normally, if there's a phone number, it would be right here, right? But if I click this, it says I can search the links to third-party website not affiliated. Oh, I would do it, but I don't want to be taken off of this page, right? So can I open it like this? Okay, yeah, cool. Open it in another. Let's see what it does. Oh, no, it's not going to work. Even if I go like this and open it incognito, yeah, it doesn't do it. Okay. So anyway, that's another place where I get data from. I get data from lots of places, right, guys? Rebo Gateway, which you're probably not familiar with. Like, there's just too many places for me to go over where I get my data. But bottom line, they all got the same stuff. Another place, RPR, right? Real property reports. I mean, this is another place where they don't really provide data the way that we would use it for skip tracing, but for property records, it's like Propstream. But not as investor savvy. It doesn't have all the things you would want as an investor. It gives you basic realtor data and information. Okay. So if you have any questions about that, leave a comment below or whatever you need to do that. We'll be glad to help you with that. But the whole point of this is me just showing you we have lots of sources of data, right? So back to Propstream. So I already have one list pulled. It's a list for Miami. Or was it Broward? I think it was Broward that I did. So I'm going to do Philadelphia now. And I'm going to show you some key things about Propstream that most people won't tell you. Or almost they won't tell you, but they might not have access to if they're not, going through a lot of lists. So for instance, let's go to it's Philadelphia. I think it's a county too, right? PHIA. Sorry, it's Philadelphia County. What county is there? Philadelphia County, PA. That's what I thought. Okay, so now I'm going to pull leads by the county. If you don't want to do zip code, you don't want to do the city, you can just pull by the county, right? I say, okay, they have 2,600 pre-foreclosures and 1,100 auctions, almost 1,200 auctions. I'm just going to snatch the pre-foreclosures. I'm not even going to look here. I've done this so many times. I just know it's got what I want there. I'm going to click unique properties. Now, this is where it gets fun, guys, right? See where it says unique properties, and it has 2664 right here on the right. Unique properties are properties that you don't already have on one of your list. If the property is already on one of your list and you try to add it to another list, it will not count against your downloads for the month. That's awesome. Let me tell you why. As your list grows, and I'll show you, the amount of leads that are maintained in my system are like 130, 140,000 leads. So I can go ahead and build list from that 140,000 leads over and over and over again. And it doesn't go against my download of my unique properties, right? Unique properties. They only give you 10,000 unique property downloads and they give you 100,000 property downloads. So it will count against your property downloads, but not your unique property downloads. I hope that wasn't too confusing. Okay, but anyway, so now I'm going to take all 2,600 of these. Now remember, in Propstream, you only get 10,000 downloads per month, right? So I'm going to add them to a list. I'm going to name the list. I always do it by the date because you'll just get confused, right? 7/5/21. I'm going to put PHI Philly County. Let me make sure. So you want County FCL. So that's in-house talk for foreclosures, right? Manufacturing pre-FCLs. So 7/5/21 Philly County pre-FCLs. That's the list, right? Oh, we don't want to know how many are on here. Also, before put a hyphen 2,600. So we got 2,600 leads. So we got today's date. The county that we're pulling them from, the type of lead, which is pre-foreclosure, and the amount of leads in the list, 2,600. Now I won't be too confused digging that up amongst my thousands of other lists, right? So just let that populate. And if you look right here, it says you have 9,000 saves remaining this billing period, right? I just saved 2,600 properties, and look. Only 400 of them were unique. So I got to save those properties to that list and it only totaled, off of my unique property downloads, about 400 properties. That's awesome. So now I have two lists for today. I have one for Broward County. I have one for Philly County, and I'm going to pull one for Miami-Dade County, just so you guys can see, right? So we know we have, I think, 8,500 leads left for this month to download in Propstream, right? So let's pull up Miami, the hyphen Dade. Miami, how do they do it? Miami, where's it? Miami, where's the county? I see Miami County, Indiana, Miami-Dade County, Florida, right there. All right, so we know we have about 8,600 downloads left, right? Awesome, right? Of those 8,600 downloads, if we downloaded this whole list, we'd only have 2,000 downloads left, maybe 2,500 downloads left. But because we already have most of these downloaded in some other list, it's not going to count against our unique property downloads. Let's do it again, because we just did it for Philadelphia County, right? Propstream, here we go. So 5,400 properties selected, right? So I've selected all the properties. We're going to add it to a list, right? And now here, it even says you can save up to 5,000 properties at a time. Okay, yeah, so they're telling you the most you can save is 5,000. That's fine. And then it'll add the rest later or something. So I click OK. Now look right here, folks. You have 8,900 saves remaining. You have 8,900 saves remaining this billing period. Your save quantity will reset to 10,000 on 7/16/21. Okay. Now we know I have 5,417 leads selected. It'll do a maximum of 5,000 leads that it's going to allow you to save. Create new list, and we're going to title it just like the other one, right? 7/5/21, Miami-Dade pre-FCL 5,000, or we'll just put 5K. So that means that's the date we pulled the list, is July 5th, 2021. That's what we pulled, Miami-Dade. The county, I'm going to just put county, C-O-U-N-T-Y, Miami-Dade County, pre-foreclosure, 5,000 leads, right? Cool. Save it. Now remember, I only have 8,900 saves left, but because I have a majority of these properties saved on another list, it's just going to create the list and not subtract from my unique property downloads at all. Okay. So let's take a look. Now it said 5,417 properties were saved to this list. Okay. Now look at the bottom. Remember, I had 8,900 saves available. I just saved 5,000 properties to a list. Now let's look at how many saves I have available. You have 8,108 saves remaining for this billing period. See, Propstream is intelligent. They're not trying to double ding you for properties you already have saved. They're really great people at Propstream, right? Awesome. Love this company. So again, we're going to close this out. And I think I'm going to do another list. This one's going to be in Indiana for some pre-foreclosures, right? I think I want to go to, I forgot the county that I pulled before in Indiana. I can't remember. But I did pull a county. So let me just put C-O-U-N-T, counties of I-N-D-I-A-N-A, counties of Indiana, right? If I spell that right. Let's see. So here's all the counties. I like to pull by county because it's faster than going by the individual city, right? And because I don't have to pay for data, constantly, I pay a one-time fee yearly, and that's it. I can skip trace masses, right? So I skip trace whole counties. I download whole counties and see what we can do from there instead of limiting myself. There was one county that stuck out. I just can't remember who it was. Okay. Go with the most populated. I think that's going to be Marion County with 910,000. So let's go for the most dense area. 910,000 seems to be the winner. Yeah. So Marion County, right? So we're going to go with Marion County. Marion County, right? So we're in Marion County, Indiana. We're going to select the county, guys. And in this county, okay, this is too small. I'm not even going to do this. It's really, really small. Brooklyn. Oh, let's go to Brooklyn. I'm giving you guys foreclosure secrets, guys, okay? That's a place where there's a lot of foreclosures, or was. Let's see what's going on now. All right, Brooklyn, New York. I'm talking about there'd be thousands here. Boom. So we'll stay in New York, right? We're going to pull this 3,800 properties from Brooklyn. Skip trace those as well, okay? So there we go. We're going to take all 3,800 unique properties. We're going to add them to a list. We're going to title the list. You already know. 7, 5, 21, Brooklyn pre-FCL. And how many? It's about 38, 3.8K. All right. Save it. Okay. So now it's just saving the list, right? While it's saving the list, I'm trying to think if there's any other, big counties that I want. No, I think this is good for today, right? This is just leads for today, right? The guys will be calling these. I'll be calling these, right? And we'll be generating leads. And for anybody who's listening, we're going to be going over how we did 100K in equity last week alone. One property. Okay. So, I hope you guys understand the power that comes with the paper, pushing the paper and not selling some bull crap. I'm a wholesaler garbage. Okay. All right. So we've already added this to the list. We added that one to the list. So we got all the lists that we need. Okay. Now, the reason why we use the pre-foreclosures, let's dig into it, guys, right? So they have some preset filters. I'm going to click filters, right? And as you see, it's highlighted right here for pre-foreclosures. Okay. But you can tighten this up, right? Because I just leave it this way because it's a tutorial. Like I'm not worried about, showing you all the kinks out, right? But we'll dig a little bit deeper here, get a little more granular. So owner occupied, I don't care. Owner occupied or not. Vacant or not vacant, I don't care. Occupied or vacant, I don't care. Property statistics, I don't care, right? I could pick a statistic if I wanted to target a statistic. Like for instance, do I want to exclude HOAs and associations down here at the bottom? Doesn't matter to me, right? I know how to negotiate anything. I don't have to pay legal fees for anything. If we have to go to court, I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to fight some people, right? I'm ready to cause some trouble. MLS status, if it's on the market, I don't give a shit. If it's on the market, it's on the market. I don't care, right? So I'm not going to even highlight any of these. But if you wanted to, if you wanted to target, people that are active or people that are contingent or pending listings, you could target them. I don't like to. Where I would play around at is right around here, right? The only notice that we care about, and it depends on what you're trying to accomplish. But listen to me, man. If you're new and you guys don't know what the fuck to do, stop chasing what these idiots are telling you, okay? Don't do that. Just go with notice of default in auctions. Oh, I did something there. Okay, notice of default in auctions. That's it. That's all you need, right? Now, if you look, as I'm doing this, the number here on the right, this number here will change as I mess with the filters, right? So I'll bring up the filter again, and I'm going to take off, or was it pre-foreclosure, right? I'm going to take off of notice of default and watch the number change. Now it's only 20, right? Because those are the auctions available. But when I put notice of default back, watch that number 20 shoot back up to boom. All right. So we know we got the numbers that we want, which is awesome, right? So why do I focus on this? Because you could be getting bank-owned properties. We don't want those. We don't want to exclude foreclosures, or maybe we should. That means properties the bank has already took back. We don't want those. We want properties that are in trouble, but the owner still has control of. right? That's why we're calling the owner, because we can control and negotiate with the owner, but not with the bank as much, right? So we need the owner on our side, and that's where we win. That's how we did 100K last week in equity on one deal, because we knew how to talk to the owner. And no, we didn't buy the damn house. We didn't have to. We provided help for her situation, and she gave us the house for helping. So yes, quit saying I'll buy your house. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Oh my God, I hate that shit. Okay, sorry about the rant. But auction dates, right? You could play around in auction dates, but you don't need to, guys. I could get really deep on this, but you have to understand something. If a notice of default's gone out and you have the auctions tab selected, it's going to come up here already. There's no need to pick a date. But let's just say you wanted to pick a date. You only want auctions that are taking place in the next 30 days. You can target them here. Okay. Ownership info. Years of ownership, you could target it, but I don't. Want to know why? Because I have people that are in foreclosure that have owned the home for less than a year. I don't care about the other shit that they tell you. I want people that have owned a property for 10 years or not. They're telling you that because they suck at what they do. They don't know how to cancel a debt. They don't know how to negotiate with a bank. And they're trying to sell you a fake dream of, get paid quick. Okay, cool. That works for that. But you know what works even better? Knowing how to deal with any debt. Knowing how to deal with any attorney who pops up. Right? Knowing how to negotiate any lien on the property. I get paid because I can knock any lien on the property off pretty much within reason, or knock it down substantially in cost. Right? So that's why I don't spend a lot of time in ownership information. But if you wanted to, you could. Bankruptcy and lien. This is awesome. You guys don't know because you guys, maybe you haven't been in the game that long, or maybe you have. But you know how hard it was to get this type of information in one location where you can do all this research? That shit was hard. I've been doing it since 2008. Fuck out of here, right? So if I wanted to quick target people, I could go with an active lien, right? Because we're in liens and bankruptcy statuses right now. So I can say, hey, I want people to have active lien or have an active bankruptcy. Those are gold. I got a $700,000 listing from a bankruptcy last week. Totally different from another property, right? Because as long as you're calling and talking to people, you will have success. It's not about if you're going to get a deal today. Just talk to fucking people that have a problem. That's it. That's all you got to do. I could target people that have a divorce. I could target properties that have liens that have been released, or bankruptcies that have been dismissed. That's a good one, right? Bankruptcy. Let me tell you guys about bankruptcy dismissed. My Lord, diving deep. Bankruptcy dismissed means something very simple, guys. It means the person did not pay their bankruptcy payment. Okay? If you don't pay your bankruptcy payment, you lose your protection. And if you guys don't know what bankruptcy is and you want to know more, let me know in the comments, please. Tell me. I'll tell you. But in short, when you can't pay everybody, you file bankruptcy saying, please don't let them take all my shit. Please don't let them take all my shit. I'll pay you, Mr. Courthouse. Courthouse steps in, said, you're protected. Nobody can touch you. They can't even call you now. Har, har, har. Just pay me. So you're paying the court this money, and now you're paying the bank too, depending on the type of bankruptcy that you file. Chapter 13, chapter 7, might even be chapter 11 and 12, but really, guys and girls, target who you want, right? But I'm telling you, you don't need to target. You don't have to get that granular. Just get pre-foreclosures. That's it. Suppression. That's if I don't want to find something. If I don't want to find these things. The lien recording date. That's huge. The date the lien was recorded. If you wanted to, target liens that are 10 years old, you could do that here. Or if you only want to target recent liens, you can target recent liens here. Somebody who's had a lien put on their house in the last, 60 days, right? Divorce filings. Oh man, I'm not even going to get into that. If you wanted to target estimated value, you could. You have all these options here for estimated value, right? Sorry guys, the screen was a little bit too big. Yeah, I can't get it in between. I'll shrink it just for this last little part. Estimated values are here. I don't use any of these LTVs or any of that. I don't need high equity. It's great when you have it, but they're teaching you guys high equity because they don't have another option. They can't sell you the bullshit dream of buy a house that's upside down, because it takes more than a day to do it and to flip it, right? I don't pay for houses. Why would I buy a house when there's people with problems that are giving them away? Get the fuck out of here, right? This is the Great House Giveaway, not the I Buy House campaign. If that's what you're looking for, there's enough people that teach it. If you want to know how to get people to give you a home for solving their problem, you've come to the right place. So now let's go to mortgage info. If I wanted a cash buyer, free and clear, I could. Seller carrybacks, I could. But I don't need to get that granular. The only thing I need to know is pre-foreclosure, notice of default, and list pendings, right? That's the only thing I care about. The rest means nothing. Oh, and if I wanted to, I can layer. I think I can layer the counties, right? So if I go here, I think I can type. I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to try it. So I got Brooklyn there. Oh, let's see if we can do Broward, Broward. No, they won't let me do it. Okay, I'm going to try to layer the counties, but they won't let me do it. But I know RealFlow will let you do it. Okay, so now we're done. We got, we went over the whole filter for the pre-foreclosure filter, and I've shown you, every one of these little tabs in Propstream, guys, are just presets of this filter. This is the main filtering body for Propstream, right? This is the main area where everything's filtered by. And they just put some presets on these little tiles for you. So you don't have to, be so system savvy. You don't have to be so into it and figure it out. But as you can see, knowing what these things are has a huge impact on your outcome on your dialing, right? So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead, download the list, show you what my download list looks like and the way I have my list filtered so you guys can see, because these guys are selling you a hill of dreams. And they don't even show you how to filter your damn list, right? So we're going to go over here. We're going to go to my properties. Oh, my properties here. Okay. And once it's on my properties, we're going to bring up the list that we just added today. If you don't want to dig too hard, just type in here and put 7-5. So I'm searching the list I made, and boom, here's the list. Look, it's all the 7-5 lists. We got Philly, we got Miami. Florida sale dates, I'd have to look that up, but okay. In Brooklyn. So we got Philly, Miami, just Florida in general, and Brooklyn, right? So we're going to take, can we do multiples? Boom. Boom. No, we can't do multiples. It's just the one, right? Okay. So we're going to do the Miami-Dade list first, guys. All right. So on this Miami-Dade list, take a look at my headers here. The headers are the top column that tells you the title of what the information is, or of this column, right? So the information for this column is the address. This is the city. This is the state. Okay. Now, if you look, my header recording dates, they're pretty much everywhere. But what is not everywhere, my auction dates. And let me filter this real fast for you guys. I don't know if there's any auctions on this list. There should be. Boom, right? Okay. So look at these auction dates, right? Started May 3rd, 2021. And let's see if they go up or down. So they're going up. So this is good. So May 3rd, 2021. Keep scrolling, keep scrolling, keep scrolling, keep scrolling. You'll see the dates are getting higher. They're getting higher. They're getting higher. Here we are. We're good old June 1st. We haven't even gotten, look at the scroll bar here, folks. We haven't even gotten a quarter of the way, an eighth of the way through the scroll bar. So now, again, we're looking at recording dates. Excuse me, the auction dates. Right? So with the auction dates that we have here, sorry, I got a little distracted. I heard my name. But me and my son have the same name, so they weren't calling me. Right. So anyway, it's June 7th. Right. It's not even today's date, but these are properties going to auction on that day, man. Check that out. Right. These are people going to auction. You got to move quick. I'd prefer more time, but as you can see, look at the scroll bar. These are all auctions for July. Okay, guys, like, let's get real here. So understand that. Understand what you're looking at. Right. What you're doing. Okay. So now that we know what these are all about, we'll export this list and it'll come out just like this, ready to be imported for skip tracing. The next import it to the dialer for dialing. All right. And again, just to keep it simple, we have the main items. We have these stickied in. So these two will never change. These are stickied in here. These are the things I want to see on my list first. The rest of the stuff is all over here. I don't even care about the name. I'll put the name over here. I put the name over here. I got the address. I got the state, zip, all that stuff. But I got the auction date and the recording date. That's what I want to see the most. And as you see, there's other information here. Mailing name. It's pretty useful. Mailing address, because the mailing address and property address can absolutely be different, right? Hold on. Let me get my ugly mug out of here and get you guys a full screenshot, because I think that might help. Okay. There we go. Okay, cool. So now what we're going to do is, like I said, we're going to take this list. We're going to download this list. We're going to upload this list for skip tracing. And once this list is uploaded for skip tracing, we'll go ahead and dump it in the dialer. Okay. So again, I appreciate you guys for watching. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, please let us know. And hit us up on all the social media, Facebook, all that shit. There's no links, but you'll find it if you try. You'll find it if you try. Take care, guys. For now, after I go ahead and skip trace the list, I'll go ahead and pick up where that leaves off, and we'll upload it into the dialer and get it going. All right. Appreciate your time. You guys are awesome. Take care.